on Alan Wake.
Park
Alice
Ranger.
has been kidnapped.
Alan, please help me.
Alice?
You'll do exactly what I say if you ever want to see your wife again.
I can't tell anyone except my agent Barry.
Damn it, Barry, they'll kill her. You're my best friend, and I'm worried that you're not right in the head.
The ransom is a manuscript I supposedly wrote that's coming true before my eyes.
It happened just the way it was on that page. So dark.
I have found only a few scattered pages.
I want the entire manuscript.
The deadline is in 2 days.
I found Mr. Wake's pages.
Good girl.
Episode 3.
How the hell did she get her hands on the manuscript anyway?
I don't know. She's resourceful. I told you were too hard on her. Listen, I found out all sorts of interesting stuff while I was digging around.
Yeah.
Mr. Wake, it's Sheriff Breaker. We have an FBI agent here, Agent Nightingale.
FBI.
He's anxious to see you. You'd better come to the station.
Okay, I'll be right over, Sheriff. Let's make this quick, huh?
Help you folks? Name's Randolph. I'm the manager.
We're looking for Rose. Works as a waitress down at the diner.
Rose, sure. Nice girl. Who wants to know?
I'm Alan Wake.
The writer, huh? I heard on the radio you were visiting. Well, I'll show you her trailer. That Rose, she's a nice girl. Always pays her rent on time.
As I was saying, Al, I found all sorts of weird stuff from the local newspaper's archives. This place
bad
is
leg.
crazy. Disappearances, mysterious deaths, urban legends come true, and get this, most of this stuff takes place around Cauldron Lake.
Well, you ain't wrong, mister. The Indians thought the lake was a doorway to the underworld. I'm the God-fearing type myself. I don't hold with that sort of thing.
Yeah, okay. Anyway, there was an island
fuck
there
did that
owned by a
boat
guy
come from?
called Thomas Zane. Now, some of the articles I found about him make him out to be a famous writer, but I ran a bunch of searches, couldn't find a single thing he wrote. Zane was heavily
books we
into
saw in the
diving,
beginning.
so much so that the place came to be called Diver's Isle. But the volcano under the lake erupted in 1970, and Zane went down with the island.
Andy's hot dogs open.
It gets better. A local girl, Barbara Jagger, drowned in Cauldron Lake just a week earlier. They were lovers.
Sure, Jagger's a local spook story. The Scratching Hag comes for you in the dark. Childish stuff like that.
Anyway, Al, I'm just getting to the best part. All of the articles about this stuff were written by Cynthia Weaver. I asked around, and she's that crazy bag lady you met.
What, the lamp lady? She can be a little loopy, but she's not homeless or anything.
Yeah, anyway, she knew both Jagger and Zane before they both died, and she had some kind of a breakdown.
Interesting. This is a regular Twilight Zone fucking episode.
Well, mister, this here's Rose's trailer. You mind me asking what you want with her?
We're just here to talk to her, pal.
Don't mind him.
Welcome to... Oh dear, Mr. Wake. I'm so glad you're here.
Rose, you have my manuscript?
Oh. Oh yes. Yes. Please, come in.
Hey, this is really good.
Rose,
Yes,
my manuscript. I really need it.
I understand. I know what you need. A muse to inspire you.
Oh, for Barry. She doesn't have anything.
Yeah, hey, Al? Al, what's... Oh...
Barry! What? What?
coming for you, hiding in my barber's skin. I'm too weak to stop it. You must turn the lights on.
I promised I'd come visit you and your lovely wife. You must finish what you started. I insist.
You must turn the lights on. Turn the light on.
Whoa.
Back to work, boy.
I felt nauseous, hungover. Only anger kept me going.
I can't tell reality from dream anymore, but it seems I have an imaginary editor to help me. She's an old woman in a funeral dress. I call her Barbara Jagger. She's very strict. I'm writing faster and faster. My manuscript is being heavily revised. The edits are getting very aggressive, and each day there's less of me and more of her. I hate it, but I know she's right. She promises me I can save Alice this way. She knows more of this than I do. About the complex incantation I'm attempting. About this place. She's worked with another writer under similar circumstances, Thomas Zane. The genre of the story seems to be shifting. It's turning into a horror story. I'm getting close. I can feel it.
So this is kind of a main character syndrome type thing where he wrote himself into the story probably to help him. This must be the real actor that played him. Which book is that? I think it's Sudden Stop. And of course she's got all the books. I believe the same people that...
Rose took a day from me. I had less than 12 hours left to meet the kidnapper. All I could do was get Barry into the car, work something out once I got on the road.
Coffee thermos. Jesus Christ.
Welcome to the Oh Dear Diner. What can I get you today? Coffee?
I couldn't work up much hate for Rose. Something had used her to get to me and left its mark.
First refill is free. Milk and sugar on the counter there. Would you like to hear today's specials? Thank you. A nice day. Come back soon.
Barry was out of it. He was way too heavy to carry.
Yeah, he's snoring.
Right. Deserve more. I'm so handsome.
My gun and flashlight were gone. I'd have to find a way to get Barry into the car as quickly as possible. There was no time to waste.
On that manuscript page, right off call
Mr.
to police.
Randolph liked Rose. That little smile she had. How she was still sweet when life had tried so hard to make her bitter. It wasn't any of his business what she did in her trailer. But those strangers, the writer and his smart-ass sidekick, looked like trouble. And they'd been in there for hours, way past her normal bedtime. He reached for the phone and called the sheriff's station.
Okay. Let's take a look around. Ooh, radio. Let's see what's
I
playing.
just stepped outside to catch a breath of fresh air. Let me tell you, the weather's getting heavy. Nights like this make me especially glad I'm here talking to you and not home in bed. Once the weather takes a turn like this, I can't sleep at all. It's all tangled bed sheets and dark thoughts, punctuated by the occasional plunge into nightmare. Is it just me?
Yeah.
Well, perhaps it is. But I hope I can make the night a little bit easier to get through. Caller, you're on KBF FM.
Hey, hi, it's Walt Snyder.
What's on your mind, Walt?
Well, I ain't the way you are, but, well, I can't sleep either, you know? I just been staring out the window here, trying to make sense of it all, but, I ain't been thinking either, you know?
Well, you sound like a man with a problem, Walt.
Oh, he's the guy we met in the jail cell.
I had a, argument with Danny. You know, Danny, and, then I got in trouble with the law, you know, and, I'm just, well...
I heard something like that, Walt.
Yeah, well, you know, he's you know, Daddy's my best friend, and, they let me bail today. And now I'm just alone here at the window, you know, waiting. Man, and there's something in the air tonight, man.
I was just outside looking up at the sky above our broadcast tower thinking the same thing. What are you waiting for, Walt?
I don't know. You know, something's gonna happen. You know, I think I better go.
Walt, maybe...
No, thanks, Pat.
Well, good luck to you, Walt. Hang in there. Let's take a little break, folks. This weather's really something else, huh?
How can I be sure?
God damn, you gotta love the atmosphere of this game. Alright. Excuse me, everybody. Ooh, another coffee thermos. Leave no stone unturned. I'm not exactly looking for weapons, I'm just looking for collectibles. Because I want to try to get all the pages that I can. Some are only you're only able to get in nightmare mode if if this channel does or if this playlist and playthrough does well, I might go back through it and try to find all the pages in nightmare mode.
Oh, you're gonna get it now. God knows what you've done to that poor girl.
This is Agent Nightingale, FBI! Get him up, Hemingway! You're under arrest! You move a muscle, I'll unload right in your goddamn face! Stay right where you are, Slane!
I'm standing right here, you goddamn maniac!
I hated to leave Barry behind, but there was no way I'd miss my appointment with the kidnapper.
Okay.
Come on!
Make it easy, It's dangerous! Don't let him get away! Move it! I'll have you shot if you let him get away!
Escape the police. This is a regular Night Springs episode. If you get that joke, we saw a couple episodes in my I think it was an episode of level or episode of chapter. My thing is, why the hell are they shooting? He's unarmed.
There he goes! Okay, Ben. Keep your eyes peeled. He's gonna try to make it through here.
Oh, damn.
This way!
Like, it makes no sense for them to shoot him, but then again, I don't think they know he's unarmed. Okay. Another page.
Gone! Come on, guys! We need to head him off!
Okay,
For
Dark
decades,
Presence sleeps.
the darkness that wore Barbara Jagger's skin slept fitfully in the dark place that was its home and prison. It was hungry and in pain. It dreamed of its nights of glory when the poet's writing had called it from the depths and given it a brief, terrible taste of power and freedom. The rock stars had stirred it from the deep sleep the poet had sunk it back to in the end.
Oh, wow.
When it sensed the writer on the ferry, it opened its eyes.
Eh. was right. This weather is something else, isn't it, huh, everybody? Yeah, she sounds pissed. Oh, is that another... Oh, is that another page? Yes, it is.
Rose didn't
by the
know how
dark
the
brothers.
strange old lady got in her trailer, and she looked wrong somehow. The woman showed her teeth in an approximation of a smile and traced a finger down Rose's cheek. Pretty girl, she said. Rose felt as if she was falling asleep, but her knees didn't buckle. The crone spoke in a whisper, her words ice cold and dark in Rose's ear.
Gives me chills just to think about it. Alright. Okay, safe haven. And checkpoint reached. What the hell? Flares. Escape the police. Something tells me something's gonna happen.
Stay sharp. This way. Over here.
Yep. I wonder if all this strange weather was on the broadcast this morning. Oh.
This horror was everywhere I went, circling me. The cops didn't stand a chance. They were after a writer, not a monster.
She's got a good head on her shoulders. And we're walking. Oh, shit.
You on the ground. Hold it right there. There's nowhere to run. Freeze!
Uh-oh, that's not good. Holy shit. Jesus. Oh, I think I Stucky's gas station right there. And there's where the chopper went down. Jesus Christ. Ooh, another coffee thermos.
This is James. Mulligan, Thornton, come in. Over. Thornton here. James, we got both Wheeler and Rose in custody. They didn't put up a fight or anything. But it was... Hey, Rose, what you... Come on. Sit down and give me that. James, Mulligan here. Over. Go ahead, Mulligan. Over. We got Wheeler and Rose here. Wheeler's drunk or hopped up on something. Speaking of which, that Fed had a pretty distinctive whiff of load of scotch about him, you know what I mean? Over. I don't have anything on that, Deputy Mulligan. Over. Well, whatever. Anyway, Rose is just being plain weird here. You better get Doc in and take a look at both. Over. Gotcha.
you better get them here quickly. The Fed's gonna want to interview Wheeler, over. Oh, yeah, I'll bet it does. Looks like they have a lot in common. Mulligan out.
Interesting. Okay, looks like I didn't even really need to go up here in the first place. One thing I do like is the pages have a distinct glow to them.
I imagined that the broadcast tower in the distance was part of the local radio station. Maine seemed like a decent guy. Perhaps he could give me directions to the coal mine.
Oh, shit.
Unnatural shadows clung to the gate. The darkness that was after me was trying to stop me. I wouldn't get through without a light. There was no power to the searchlight.
Oh, another thermos. Alright. Let's start this generator. Reminds me of Last of Us a little bit on the handful of times you have to do that. Oh, yeah. There we go. And of course it shorts out. I do not like all that rustling, so I hope I get a flashlight and a gun soon. I'm seeing some lights. Okay, something just happened.
It took me a moment to recognize the flashbang grenades. They were an ideal weapon for my situation.
Team 1, come in. Over. Team 1, this is Sheriff Breaker. Report. Over. Team 2, come in. I need a report. Over. Come on, guys. Talk to me. Come in, please. Over.
Things just keep getting better. I always like games that take away your equipment every now and again. Turns them into a pain in the ass, but... Oh, fuck. Woo. There we go. Oh, shit. Missed by a mile. There we go. Oh, more flashbangs. Well, sad that there's no flares, but... some batteries. Another radio. Let's see what's playing.
You're on KBFFM with Pat Maine.
It's Milt Peabody, Pat.
What's on your mind, Milt?
Well, I live near the trailer park, Pat, and there's a big ruckus going on over there.
Well, that's just up the road from me, too. What's going on, do you know?
I don't know, but there's a bunch of police cars there, lots of sirens, a helicopter buzzing around, and I think I heard some gunshots.
Gunshots?
Yes, sir, like from a pistol. So can you find out what's going on? Because it's just next door and they're popping off guns there.
They're still shooting?
No, it was maybe 10, 15 minutes ago. It sounds serious, Pat. I'm telling you, it don't sound like no party.
Well, I'm certainly going to give the station a call, Milt.
Okay.
You'll hear it here as soon as I hear from them.
Okay, thanks.
Yep, I was actually just about to say, judging by the... Go to hell! Ooh, sound and fury. Alright. Unfortunately, I'm not really spending a lot of time looking at... Oh, shit. Unfortunately, I was not spending a lot of time looking for, wait a minute. Looking for collectibles, just because I'm actually looking for, what is it, looking for both where I have to go, and at the same time, looking for things that'll help me stay alive. Shit. Okay. I know that didn't get all of them. Walk in the light. Can't afford to be picky at the moment. I have very little offensive capabilities, so the flashbangs that I got and the flares that I have are gonna have to do, at least for now. Oh, got hit by his own guy. Ah, fuck. Keep on running. Just keep running, don't look back. Fuck. Ah, okay. That one hurt me a little bit, but I don't care, because one already hit me with a ranged attack. If another guy had hit me, that would have fucked me up. Shit. Oh! Okay. Did I kill him? Yeah, it did. Ow. Oh,
I hope Maine could lend me a car to get to the coal mine.
Oh, hello, Lorna. What do you have for us? Well, thank you very much for that compassionate viewpoint, Lorna. Oh, here's a little surprise. The famous writer Alan Wake just walked in. Folks, I'm going to see if I can talk him into an interview.
Uh-oh.
Come on in, Mr. Wake.
Uh-oh.
Oh, I'm so glad you could find the time to do this, Mr. Wake.
Nowhere to run now, Dan Brown. You back away from me. Don't hurt her.
Whoa. Everyone calm down. Put the gun down. We're all friends here, right?
Cool your jets, Nightingale. We got him. What the hell's the matter with you? There's a civilian in there.
I'll get you yet, even if it kills me. You hear me? You hear me, H.P. Lovecraft?
I had fallen off so many cliffs it was ridiculous. That's what you get for naming a book The Sudden Stop. It was probably good I hadn't had the chance to tell Maine where I was going. I'd have to lose the cops and find my own way to the mine.
Alright. Nightingale
stared through the broken studio window into the dark woods. He turned around, started to walk out, but Maine grabbed his arm. "Young man, you almost shot me. You don't shoot off rounds at people like that. What's the matter with you?" Nightingale shook his arm free, marched out, his cheeks burned with rage and humiliation.
Yeah. Well, stop shooting off rounds at people that don't deserve it. What the hell? I mean, hell, you're shooting at Alan Wake for no fucking reason. It gives you the... Oh, crap. There we go. Oh, crap. I gotta start this generator. Up. And... Oh! Get the hell away from me. Oh, thank God, a gun. There is a God. And I got some shotgun ammo, so hopefully I will get a shotgun here soon. Now I can actually search the woods without fear. There we go. Fuck. Okay, now that I think about it, maybe I shouldn't go around searching the woods a lot, because I only have 12 shots now. That is gonna suck. Ooh. Now what have we, oh, fuck. Get the fuck back. Get the hell back. Tried to be nice about this.
There was no sensible reason for the power company work lights to be here. It was almost as if they'd been left for someone like me to use.
Oh, damn it. Oh, fuck. Creates like a little barrier between me and them. Right. Oh, sweet. The darkness controls the taken. Oh. What do we got here? Ah, the shotgun. Crap. Fuck. There we go. 2 for the price of 1. Oh crap, he's still got a layer of darkness. Ow! Fuck. Damn it. Oh god. It's getting a little tiresome, but that's alright. Is there anything else in here? I gotta do like a quick scan, because alright, this looks like the right way. Let me search around a bit more really quickly. Yeah, I believe that's a achievement. That's the only reason I'm doing that. Oh, sweet, okay. Ooh, another page. So you get a little insight of what's happening later, right now, or somewhere else.
The bulldozer's engine roared to life.
Oh,
Mud and
crap.
rocks flew as it fought for traction. It crashed through the concrete wall and landed heavily in the yard. If it were an animal, it would have shaken its head after the impact, fixed its eyes on me, and charged. Of course, it had no head, nor eyes. Shadows crawled on its form, twisting it into a monster. Then, it came for me.
Lovely. So, I know what's happening later in this level. I also would have kind of liked a Deadly Premonition kind of approach to this game, where like you could do stuff during the day.
Sarah trusted her gut, and her gut said Agent Nightingale was an asshole. He felt wrong, and it wasn't just the smell of stale booze. It was in the way he flashed his badge, pulled rank, the look in his eyes when he wanted answers. Where was Alan Wake? What was this about an accident? Where was his wife? And most importantly, why did she let Wake go? He wouldn't answer her questions. Federal business was all he'd say.
Of course. Typical feds. Oh, shit. Okay, sweet, I got shotgun ammo as well. I don't want to waste,
Hello?
The most stubborn man I've ever met.
Alice? Alice?
Alan. Alan. I'm so afraid. Keeps me in the dark. Please help me. I look at you, Alan, and it's not you. Something else. Looking out from behind your eyes.
Alice, I'm here.
I'm so alone here. It's all gonna go to hell. You need to be careful. Cooperate.
The connection had been terrible, but that wasn't the only thing that hadn't been right with the call. She sounded wrong somehow, but she had called me.
Okay. Another page right here. Wake
The pipe
attacked by
wrenched
possessed
itself
objects.
loose from the bridge's steel framework. Wrapped in darkness, it floated in midair, twitching. For a moment, I didn't understand what I was looking at. The heavy object lurched at me with impossible force. I threw myself out of the way, but just barely. When I turned my flashlight on it, it shook in a dark rage before it flew at me again.
Fascinating. Alright. Okay, there's... Ah. Alright. It already kind of feels like a trap, but I need supplies. Oh, and flares. Awesome. Of course. Oh, great, I'm being attacked by men in tracksuits. If you're gonna kill me, can you at least have some fucking fashion sense? Sorry, I heard my my dog bark, so and he's in the living room at the moment.
I could see a railway bridge up ahead, and a warehouse of some sort on the opposite shore. I hoped I could find a car from there.
So I'm just checking my blink cameras really quickly. That was just Lex leaving. So there hasn't been anything since 5 o'clock, so he's probably just barking at people on the street. I don't know, there's something about walking under something like this that just creeps me out.
The darkness that was pursuing me was growing stronger.
And that is exactly
why. Over everything in its path. Objects. And that is exactly why I hate possessed objects.
better find a safe haven soon. Oh, whoops.
I
Quick in the
slammed
dark
the door
presence in the
shut right
lodge.
in his smug face. He pleaded for me to open the door. True to form, the asshole actually thought I would obey. I had no sympathy left, no guilt either, not for him. I took a moment to savor the scream. I bet I had a smile on my face. It was all that I had time for. The dark presence was inside the lodge with me.
Damn.
As a teenager, just starting to get interested in writing, Stephen King had been a source of inspiration to me. I thought about all the inanimate objects that had come to life in his books.
Ooh, nice.
No one is
heavy-duty
safe in a
flashlight.
good horror story. Certainly not the protagonist. That's what makes them fun. This was anything but. The darkness could possess anything, and it was getting closer.
I remember Stephen King had like a serious drug problem and alcohol problem, and I remember like you could always kind of tell what type, like which era and how many drugs he was on, depending on what is your favorite books of his are. So I think like Cujo, It, and like a couple other ones, like he was on massive amounts of drugs. Like when they actually went through, like when his family went to remove like all of the drugs that was in his study, they removed like, I think it was like half a brick of like, or not half a brick, a shit ton of cocaine. What is it? There we go. It was like 8 or 9 grams of, I think it was 2 ounces of cocaine. Oh God, what else? 2 ounces of cocaine, half of those large bottles of fucking cough syrup, like 3 or 4 cartons of cigarettes. Like, it was a shit ton. Stay back, I say. There we go. There we go. Come on. There we go. Pain in the ass. I think like a humidor full of cigars. What is it? Oh God. I think there was a bunch of tabs of LSD as well. In light, you can't hurt them. Damn, it's locked. Find a vehicle. More flares. Lithium batteries and more revolver ammo. Nice. Ooh. Let's see if we can catch another Night Springs episode. Ah, yes!
Unaware that they are merely a thin veneer of desperate self-delusion, covering a vast cosmos of madness and horror. All too often, the stars are right. In Night Springs. Tonight's episode, A Family Occasion. Journalist Alvin Derlis' trip to study the local customs of an insular community in Night Springs has been less than successful. Until tonight.
Well, I'm glad you changed your minds about this. Ancient customs, local mythology. My editor loves this kind of stuff.
Well, Mr. Derleth, we don't want to feel like we're on exhibition, but you have demonstrated the seriousness of your intent.
Oh, I am serious. Really, just do your thing. I'll stay out of your way and observe.
Actually, I thought you could assist us. I'm afraid we are a man short. It would provide you with an intimate perspective.
Could I really?
Of course, Mr. Derleth.
Well, I guess that's the least What would I have to do?
Oh, here. Let me show you with a kiss.
What did you...
Oh, Mr. Derleth.
Oh, God.
Oh, please, Nixie Burga, the dweller in flesh. Your body shall host his 1,000 young, and all shall be glory.
Oh, God.
Shh, darling, be calm. Shh.
Alvin Derleth learned a harsh lesson. If you go looking for mythology, it may come looking for you. such quests always bear fruit. Night Springs.
Just love the campiness of it all. You got to appreciate it. I heard Jordan Peele was actually going to resurrect
the darkness surged towards me,
Twilight
sucking
Zone.
everything loose from the ground into its depths, tugging at my clothes. I saw the flare the kidnapper had dropped and threw myself towards it just as I felt my feet leave the ground. The darkness embraced me with the force of a tornado. Somehow I managed to light the flare. The darkness roared and cast me away. I fell toward the dark waters of the lake far below.
But he was in the process of trying to resurrect Twilight Zone. But I honestly feel like I read this like a couple years ago, and I was like, oh shit! Back! Oh shit! Just in time. Look. Oh shit! Damn it. Fuck. Damn it. I forgot lighting a flare takes a couple seconds. Alright. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep the shotgun out. Fucking A. Such a pain in the ass. Those flares definitely helped, though. At the very least, the flares made it so that I could focus more on the bulldozer because it, gave me some breathing room with the other Taken. I don't know why I haven't tried it, but I'm honestly surprised that, I'm a little mad at myself that I didn't try shooting it. Because I thought you just had to use pure light to destroy possessed objects. Damn good cup of coffee. Oh, sweet. Okay, there's no way I'm riding all this the entire way on foot, so... Or walking the entire way. I'm not doing that Nordic walking bullshit.
I had never been this glad to see the sunrise. I had a couple of hours to get to the coal mine. The coal mine wasn't far now.
Man, this game was very beautiful. Even still now.
Today, I would meet the kidnapper, and he would give me Alice. I wouldn't give him any other choice. A drowning man will clutch at a straw.
Yeah. But anyway, back to my earlier point.
Little by little, without realizing it, I'd come to believe that the story in the manuscript was coming true. The current of its narrative had taken me deeper and deeper into dark waters. Alice had been taken from me. Barry was probably in jail. I was a fugitive from the FBI. The whole world taken over by the dark presence was trying to destroy me.
Oh, I can drive this.
It all felt real, but it matched a textbook case of insanity.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Sorry if you feel a little nauseated. I'm still trying to get used to this game's terrible driving mechanics. But this is one thing that I kind of like, but it's just like I feel like it should have been explored more. That's just me, though. Because I would have liked it if, like, you were, like, investigating, like, a disappearance, or if they had done more DLCs to, like, show that, like, okay, like, you're investigating, like, what happened and why Alan's trying to do this and stuff like that. And then it would kind of make more sense of why he's a fugitive, like, from the FBI, or fill in more blanks and allow people to actually, like, explore Bright Falls during the day rather than at night. That's just my opinion, though. I don't know why they give me so many goddamn cars. Ooh.
This is Pat Main, and you're listening to KBF-FM. Folks, I want to apologize for kind of abandoning you to that looping music track last night, but I was detained. You see, I encountered a big-shot G-man with an itchy trigger finger who could use a lesson in manners and a boot in the ass. Not necessarily in that order, either. So, folks, I know I'm not being very informative here, and I apologize for that. I really should just keep quiet, but I'm just so peeved right now, because some people just shouldn't be carrying badges. And I'm just glad that our Sheriff Breaker was there to straighten things out. And if someone I met last night is listening, let me just say, I'm sorry if my mouth got you in trouble. I'm pretty sure you're not the bad guy here. Godspeed, son. I hope you know what you're doing. Now, on a lighter note, I'll be talking to Dr. Nelson all morning. But first, a little music.
Man, I don't know how he fucking does it. I mean, you gotta think, like, okay, he runs that show pretty much all night, and then and a little bit into the morning. So I'm just kind of like, how the hell does he have time to fucking, like, interview people in the morning if he's doing it all night, you know what I mean? And when does he fucking sleep? I mean, I'm assuming if I'm assuming if all morning only means like, okay, like let's just say like 6 to noon, but even then, it's just like, okay, you're thinking, you know, maybe you can go live at like 8 p.m. and then, but then you're pretty much doing it for like almost 12 hours. Ugh, porta potties. Almost nothing more disgusting on this green earth. Almost. Oh, another radio.
Welcome back to KBF FM. Hope you enjoyed that tune. Now, Doc, you were talking about life and finding that special someone, that soulmate.
Well, you were talking about that. I was saying I don't buy it.
Well, see, to me, that's strange, because I always pegged you as a hopeless romantic.
You got me there, Pat. But I think love's where you look for it. And you need to do a lot of looking, sure. But the idea that there's that one special person out there for you, and if you miss that chance, it's going forever, and you're forever incomplete. I mean, isn't that depressing? Or, heck, childish even? There's plenty of fish in the sea.
And apparently a fisherman has a fishing analogy for everything. But what you're saying, isn't that a little harsh?
Well, no. What I am saying is that your potential for finding that connection isn't limited to what's essentially a chance encounter. How's that, harsh?
Fair enough.
Yeah, well, I guess that's a nice thought, but let me say something personal here.
Okay.
Now, well, I don't disagree with you exactly, but I can't really fit that together with what I feel, what I felt for someone, because she was the one. She was. And I let her drift away from me. Maybe I didn't put in the work, I don't know, but, well, since then, and it was a long time ago, but since then there hasn't been anyone, not like her. And I'm not saying I dwell on her or haven't moved on. I like my life. I'm not living in the past, but I do miss the way she completed me.
You can't argue with the heart, Pat.
I'm sorry, folks. I had kind of a scary experience last night, and let's just say it's shaken a few things loose.
I can't argue with a hopeless romantic, though. But then again, to think that, like, you know, there's that special someone, and if you miss it, you're SOL. I don't know. I couldn't. I kind of agree with the fisherman. Like, you know, that's kind of depressing if you think about it like that. Also, whose cars are these? And hell of a segue, I know, but I'm just kind of like, okay, I'm just driving around these abandoned cars. And like what? Why? Like, who the hell owns these? Like, isn't it gonna be weird that, like, oh yeah, I left my car here last night and the keys were in it and now it's gone? Like, or you aren't gonna find that a tad bit suspicious? You're not gonna be like, I should probably call AAA, or I should probably call the cops saying my car got stolen. No, I'm just gonna leave it. Ooh, a manuscript page.
For Mott, spying on the writer in the ferry had been a disappointment. His boss had made Wake out to be something special, but Mott hadn't been impressed. He'd gotten a good long look at the wife, though, and he liked what he saw. Mott had fantasized about goading Wake into a fight, but it hadn't happened. Still, he'd get his chance to see if the writer had anything in him. He'd been promised as much.
All right. Hang on a second, everybody. My dog's really barking up a storm. I'm wondering what this is all about. Alright, sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. Dog's barking at shadows, and... Dog's barking at shadows, and hopefully I'm not being, you know, trying to get killed by Taken. So I threw on a couple lights just in case, you know. In case somebody comes, you know, comes at me like Jack Nicholson in the fucking Shining, I'll be ready.
It was early. I was supposed to meet the kidnapper at noon in the main building. The coal mine was quiet. It was a museum now.
Oh, spin on the manuscript page.
With Nightingale gone and the night wind blowing in through the broken studio window, Maine stared at Sarah. The sheriff looked away. Maine's voice shook with barely controlled anger. That boy's doing more drinking than thinking. I hope you know what you're doing, Sarah. He's got a sickness in his eyes. You take my word for it. He wants Wake for a reason, and it's not for anything good.
Yeah.
I didn't want to go outside. Cops had to be looking for me. The noon sun turned the place into a sauna. The day dragged on. Different scenarios ran through my mind. Ways of how I'd torture the kidnapper to get Alice back. Or the different horrible things he could have done to her. I imagined her dead. I had no way of knowing she was still alive. It was killing me. I was running on blind hope. It was all a waste of time. The bastard never showed up.